always takes a minute to go live. Okay, there we go. All right. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? My name's Will Wofford, aka Will West, aka Triple Dub. Like, because my initials are like WWW. And I'm like the future Trek star, because I'm going to be on Star Trek one day. And, Star Trek is awesome. And that's why we're here. And I'm here with my friends, Jason and Jermaine. It's almost like we need like a D in there because it's like you need like a what would Jesus do? And there's like WJJ in this case. But anyway, it's weird. But anyway, how you guys doing?
I'm confused by that.
I am too. It's okay to be confused. Let's roll that beautiful beam footage.
Every other vote.
I mean, I just want to know what we're going to be ready. Oh, wait, we're going live.
Here we are. Welcome once again to Trekkers Delight.
Like, literally, my mic falls down just as we go live. Hi, everybody!
Why is that person not even moving behind you?
That's what you're paying attention to?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh my god, no.
Love that baseball and the teacup, like clearly TNG DS9 fans. So.
This was a nice touch. The moans.
No, everybody, this is actually one of the main screenwriters for Prodigy, so we are super excited to hear from you. And
no
also, I'm a little embarrassed for being as critical.
Man, I really love that intro.
Did you add that little part in there?
Jermaine has biasly put himself in there, right? More than everybody else.
I'm not gonna lie. I had to get like other than so like the man I really love that
Jermaine.
Kind of like that part was like an accident. You know, like a happy accident where it's like it's something artistic. Okay, you don't. Okay, well, okay.
I'm just telling you, please don't. Please let's not go there. Look, why are we here today? What are we talking about?
So, hello to the 5 people that have come on to Trekkers Delight.
Jermaine is Mr. Moving right along.
I know, right? I'm going through my moderation training right now. And so we are going to be talking about very short treks. Now, granted, these came out about 3-4 months ago. Would you say about three-ish?
It was 3 months. 3 months.
Yes.
Well, it's right there. September 9th.
I can count. Look, okay. Well, yeah. So Skin a Cat, September 8th. Holiday Party, September 13th. Worst Contact, September 20th. Holograms all the way the hell down, September 27th. And Walk, Don't Run, October 4th. All right. So I'll be honest. I saw like when it came out, I saw the Holiday Party, but I didn't really want to watch it, all of it, until we were like doing a full review of it, which tonight I did. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't prepared. I was nowhere near prepared for what I saw.
Did you like them? You had no idea what you were walking into.
Okay, here's the thing. It's like I want to put it in the same category as that episode where Peanut Hamper got it on with that eagle dude.
Right. Just random shit they threw in there.
Random. It's just so random.
Well, the short tracks were the same way.
Well, what?
Right?
Okay.
No.
The short tracks had more. They had way more actual depth.
Correct.
Way more depth. Way more depth. Well, in this case, what I am very happy about, and I know I sound like a Trek crazy nerd for saying this, is that at the very beginning, if you watch the YouTube clips, they advertise, they have like a 45-second, advertisement, and they say verbatim, they say they are anything but canon.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. All right, now I can go in and enjoy this. So because of that statement, I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good.
Yeah,
but,
funny, silly shit to do, basically.
Exactly. So it's kind of hard. Like I don't know whether to choose like my favorite one or the worst one or the one that got to me the most because they were all so random. But y'all know me, I live for random shit. So
No. Skin a cat. Skin a cat. Is that
Bro.
the title of it? Skin a cat.
Bro, that one.
First
That was
one.
my favorite.
I'm done. I am
was my
so
favorite.
done. Like you know what? I'm here for this. I'm here for this because I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely my favorite because the holiday party, even though it was the first one that I saw, it cringed me out. It just cringed me out. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Come on,
I agree.
Spock."
I agree.
Like, come on, Spock.
Yeah,
Really?
it was this part. This part right here. It was like, okay.
I was
I'm
like,
done.
that is
I'm done.
so unnecessary. That is so unnecessary. Like, I see.
No, but they had
But
to, they had to sell it. They had to sell the whole idea of it. So that was absolutely necessary. Because
bro,
of Spock being heartbroken.
no, him just
And
trying to
crying?
figure out what humor is. I mean, they do it with him. They do it with Data. They do it with. They never really
Yeah,
do that with Tuvok.
but with a Spock crying. Jason, did
Right.
you appreciate the fact that Spock was crying?
I appreciated that Strange New World Spock was crying.
That's the only Spock that could. Okay,
Right.
okay.
oh come on! I saw Spock cry in the motion picture. Y'all remember that? Yeah, he turned around in his chair, and then you saw that one tear, that one slave tear that he had. You know.
It's been a minute since I've seen that movie, so I don't remember.
Okay, yeah. So clearly, we're gonna throw in motion picture.
Well, the strange thing is that like I had just before they came out, I had recently just watched like all the animated series.
Really?
Yeah, like I would say August.
That's true. I remember you saying that.
Watched all of them,
Mhm.
and then they came out with this in the same style. So I was like already kind of in the used to the feel of that. So
Mhm.
I think it was more inviting that way and more appreciative.
Right. Oh, we got comments. Marco, hi. Thank you. Cool. Awesome sauce. Sweet. I kind of miss him.
Thank
So
you, Marco. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you, Marco. Marco Polo. So, okay. So, like, definitely really enjoy Skin a Cat because it's just like every possible way to affect. Wait a minute. Who voiced Kirk? Or was that was Kirk, right?
It was not Shatner.
No. It was I think they were imitating. If it wasn't the real guy, they were definitely imitating the guy from the movies.
Because it sounded like Chris Pine.
Yeah, him.
So?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It sounded like Chris Pine. Like
I'm guessing that's look upable.
Oh, wait, hold up. Wait.
We can research that. We
can research that, or that's look upable. I literally said to someone today, I used the word plethora, and then they were like, huh? And then I was like, extra, a lot. Like, or I remember the time where 7 of 9 said, so you think my work is superfluous? And I was like, and they were like, what's that? And I'm like, extra. Anyway, yeah. You know what's crazy? Another thing, last thing, because I know I gotta moderate myself back. I actually own the animated series, all of it. Back when they used
DVD.
Yes. Okay. Like it had a lot of behind the special features and stuff like that. My art teacher in high school told me to go get it. Now that's when Walmart. Yeah, I'm sorry. Newsflash, Best Buy is taking down all of. I don't work there anymore, but Best Buy is taking down all of the DVDs. Yeah, we're leaving the DVD age, unfortunately. Well, this is when DVDs were like at its peak of popularity. I went and bought it. I was like, yeah, and I never watched it. No, and I've had it for like 14 years. Like it's just sitting there in its case.
Did anybody ever autograph it?
I didn't think to. Like, and so now I kind of feel bad, and I'm like, because it's like the original white box.
You still have it, right?
I still have it.
Now it's gonna be worth more than that's selling any more DVDs.
Honestly, it probably is worth something. Like now, now what I do have is my Disney Classics VHS, and I heard that they are worth something.
Well, oddly enough, Disney is losing its rights. It's losing its copyright it's because you only get like 90 years to copyright something. So the original Mickey Mouse that was Steamboat Mickey Mouse,
Wait. I thought it was like 50 years from the death of.
No. 50 years is too short. The original Steamboat Mickey Mouse, right now, as of January 1st, 2024, is free range. Anybody can use it.
Big corporations, they're going to find a way to keep it.
So, as it goes down the line, Disney is going to start losing all the copyrights, all the material, because they've been in business too damn long.
They'll probably make an argument saying, "Hey, that version of Mickey Mouse was like the racist version. Y'all can have that one. We have the
right." Well, that one wasn't racist because he was just on a boat, like shaking his thing. So, but some people say that's one of the reasons why they're redoing all the old animated movies into regular movies, is so they can re-own all that stuff. But we'll see how it goes.
Good for them. Okay, so let's go on to. All right, so we got Skin a Cat. Let's jump to Holiday Party, the cringiest one of them all. Yeah,
Booger Wall.
I have a hard time.
Oh no, that's not it. Wait, is Holiday Party? Which one?
Holiday Party is number 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that was the one that was just like continuous holodeck on top of holodeck.
No, that was a different one. Holodeck is a different one.
Holiday, not holodeck.
Got it.
Sorry. But yeah, there's this, and it's just cringe on cringe on cringe, and I don't really know.
Of course, it was a red shirt. You know, it was red shirt.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you caught that. Pretty much what happened in this episode is that Spock is, I think he threw the holiday party. I think he did.
He didn't throw it, but I think he was the best person to lead it because it was first contact day, and since he's half human, half Vulcan.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
I think this was like a play on what they did with Data several times. With Data trying to find his humor, and he was a couple times at TNG. He did some things, and Joy's like, Data, not funny. We're trying to figure out what humor is. Play on that same sort of deal.
Yeah, or the Doctor singing and speaking out hours of poetry and stuff.
Well, the Doctor had way more understanding of human emotion than Data did, or Spock.
I was surprised by some of the people they brought back. I was really, really surprised when George Takai, could never pronounce his last name. When I saw him, I was surprised to see him. I was also surprised to see Beverly Crusher, even though we've seen her recently, but I was still surprised to see her.
Yeah, I think they brought everyone back, and I'm pretty sure the one who voiced, because now we're just speaking in voice actors
in general. Yeah.
I believe the one who did Scotty was the son, right?
Oh, really?
Had to have been because he plays in Star Trek Continues, the fan fic on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Or is it Phase 2? One of them.
Did you notice that? Well, in the animated series, it was Nichelle Nichols who voiced the Catwoman. I don't know her real name, but what? Yeah. But the voice of the Catwoman, I don't know the Catwoman's real name, sounded very similar to Nichelle Nichols. Did you notice that?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Celia Rose Gooding played Uhura for this episode, and Pete Holmes played the captain in the previous episode and was Skin the Cat.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait. Oh, Saru was in it. Doug Jones was in that.
Yeah. Do you think they chose some of the fan favorites?
Fan favorites for people? Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah. Like, hey, let's stick Beverly in there. Let's stick Saru in there.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about animation is it's easy just to stick people in there and just have them come in whenever they have the time to do a couple minutes of voiceover.
Notice Deanna didn't say a word.
Oh, she ain't said nothing. Like,
why? I loved her. I absolutely. I had a crush on her.
Deanna?
Crush on Deanna?
Oh, everybody did.
Yeah.
What?
Who didn't?
Yeah.
I mean, I had like an emotional crush on her, but like I didn't have a crush. I loved her dress. If I were a woman, I would rock that dress.
It was the hair for me. It was the hair, even though I knew it was fake. It was the hair.
Yeah, oh yeah, her hair was like, I'm like, you have a good hairstylist, clearly.
The dress was nice. The dress was nice too. Hey, why are we showing him getting haircuts?
Because
he was talking about hairstyling.
Yeah, that's the best hairstylist in the future, in the 24th century.
So what was nice, Jason?
The dress was nice too.
The dress,
yeah, all her outfits were nice.
Okay. I can't take him seriously.
I don't know what Will's talking about.
I forgot what I was talking about, to be perfectly honest.
Will, like, I had an emotional attachment.
An empathic attachment.
Right. Yeah.
I feel attacked. I feel attacked right now. You know what? I
When Roddenberry put her in that dress, that white dress, he knew what he was doing.
Look, I am in like control rehab right now. I will not press or boot anyone. I'm gonna keep my hands to myself with my yellow Romulan nail
concoction. Yeah.
My canon. How about that? My
Green Tang.
Yeah, sure. That works. So so back to this. So holiday party, before we move on to worst contact, holiday party. Do we like it? Do we hate it? Or are we neutral about it?
Of them. I thought it was funny. I thought they pulled the joke very well. I don't think it went too far.
You didn't think a guy that was cut in half was too far?
No, I think that's where they needed to go to pull the whole joke. Like this Spock was just trying to figure out he just couldn't get it. He's like,
what I liked was the very end. And you kind of sort of talked about it earlier. It was when Uhura was basically like, you've gone too far. And then at the end, he did something that was kind of more mainstream, which was funny. Like, I did laugh at the very end of that.
Right.
I think he had two jokes, that were like...
The last one was just funny. Like Jack Tripper campy. That can't be, but flat face.
Physical comedy.
Physical flat face comedy, yeah.
Okay. So that takes us to worst contact. Refresh me on that one.
Booger Planet.
Booger Wall.
See, that's what I have to say. Ew! Oh my god! Like, yo. And here's the thing: the joke was pulled off beautifully because we've been to so many Planet Hell alien sets so much that you wouldn't have thought that was all boogers.
Right. And
bro,
it's a nice play on that because, like you said, they go to so many things. They have to so many places, but they got to respect all the customs. Even like what was the one with Janeway with the tech where they're like, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Will?
Yeah,
it's like,
sure.
Thank you for.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I always thought that alien was a smartass.
But which was perfect for Neelix to roll with, but for anybody else, it's completely ludicrous.
Oh God!
I don't know. It's a concept. I thought it was a funny joke because eventually they got to run into something like that, right? Like we can't even stand these people.
So
who was it that made the? It was a joke, but it was basically a comment about like, yeah, once you join the Federation, you'll understand why what you're doing is wrong. Do you remember that?
I feel like I heard that.
In reference to the boogers.
Oh, in this show?
Yeah. Worst contact.
Who said that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh.
Well, okay. To the 5-6 people that are watching, which shout out to the kudos of the consistency. Well, here's what happened. This planet just got. I don't even want to pull the picture up, but I have to. This planet just achieved warp drive. Now, I don't know why you would transport down. They're clearly not in a ship. Like, but then again, I don't know. It could be a snotty ship. I don't know.
They detected the warp signature, so they
detected the warp signature. They built a warp core. It became successful. Now they are warp capable civilization, which means that the Prime Directive no longer applies to a certain extent. Well, Riker and Crusher and some other red shirt that we don't know comes down. I don't even know who the other guy is. I'm surprised they didn't get Deanna down or whoever. So they come down and they're like, yo, what's up? Congratulations. My name's Riker. That's Crusher. We're from the Enterprise, we're part of the Federation. Everyone wants to meet you. Well, basically, they find out that it's their custom to dig their nose and fling it on the wall and wipe
everything.
Everything. So all that green stuff that you see, that's boogers. All of it.
All of it.
Like before they shake hands, they have to dig their nose.
Before they shake hands. And then they eat. I'm trying to figure out where in the Universal Translator they even know how to say microwave leftover fish. Like, I'm still stuck on that. Like, I was like, where in the Universal Translator do you possibly know how to say that?
And
like,
how can you make microwave leftover fish?
Bro, and then the sauce that they use, it's like their booger mucus. They go like, and then it goes down. And Riker was like, "Oh hell no!" He took shit, and he was like, "No," and he took
Gorn attack.
Yeah, Gorn attack. And I'm like, wait a minute. They turned around, and I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all just said y'all didn't know that there was life out there. How do y'all know what the Gorn is? Like, y'all really turned around and said, "Oh no!" Like, what? Wait. I thought you didn't know.
So they've lasted this long to develop warp capable technology. It's obvious that their snot is a good thing. It has enzyme or a disinfectant, or else they wouldn't even be there. They'd be all dead from COVID or whatever.
Yeah,
right. It's obvious that it's a good thing,
bro. That this is like a poor attempt to try and become species 8472. Like, no, come on now, like, come on, or xenomorphs at the very least, using their snot and their mucus to build.
That is your bias as a human. It says that it's wrong,
bro. And how do you know to shake hands? You are an alien. Y'all don't shake hands.
It's just that custom. It's that custom.
No. And Riker turned around and he said, "They're custom." Like, and he shot the warp core, vaporized it, and he said, "Call us when y'all, do it again." Like
well,
really?
they'll be back there to cure some disease.
They are.
Knife some snot off the wall and bring it back.
Bashir,
I was going to say,
will come back.
Right. Thank you. You beat me to it. Please bring Bashir back this time. Okay. He'll find some way to recycle the biodegradable snotty matter.
Bashir is one of your favorites?
I had a crush on him too.
I definitely had a crush on season 1 through 4 of Bashir.
I never liked Bashir that much. I don't know why. He's one of my least favorite doctors.
It wasn't his character. It was the man.
Oh, okay.
Just being
honest. His character.
Just being honest.
Man.
So, did you like him in Gotham?
In Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't see that far.
I mean, it was like what, 2-3 episodes, but yeah. Huh?
Oh yeah, and in Gotham, he was
completely different.
He was an entire season. He played as Ra's al Ghul, had the whole beard and everything.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he was a silver daddy. Like, I was here for it.
I didn't see that. And like after a while, I stopped watching Gotham.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's interesting, but.
And I did see it was a video essentially, but someone wrote, I think they did, to be honest. His character, the one who played Garrick, and Kira, Quark, they all came back to do a reading about everything that happened after the Dominion War, before the events of Picard, after Voyager gets home. And,
I did not see that. You didn't share that with us.
And they don't even imply, they outright say it, that Bashir and Garrick have always had feelings for each other.
I think they said that after everybody else probably said it. And then they were like, let's go with that.
Yeah. And these are the actual actors reading out this fanfic script. And
this is a fanfic. Oh, okay.
It's a fanfic, right. And so what kind of turned now at the time, Bashir didn't know it, because like sexuality, sometimes that gene just doesn't activate until later on. Which happened in his case because Dax, something happened with Ezri, and so her symbiont moved to a man. And so Dax was like a dude. and they stayed together.
The who stayed together?
That's too much for me.
Oh, right.
Too much for me.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a whole LGBT track. Like, so they stayed together, and until consequently either they broke up or they no. It's one of those things where you can't stay in the same relationship as your previous host. Well, they found out, and I think Dex chose this time to stay on her own or their own or his own. I think their own is appropriate. To stay with them. Well, anyway, Bashir's brokenhearted. He's chief whatever on DS9. He's missing everyone. At this point, it's just him and Kira. Jake done grew up and everything. And then at this point, Garrick is like head of the all of Cardassia. He's in charge, okay? And he lies, and he's still lying. And he's talking about him.
What is this thing you're talking about?
Basically, not only did he have, and he admitted to all those scenes that we saw in Deep Space Nine as him hitting on Garrick, hitting on Bashir, right? And then Bashir was like, well, how do I know that you really like me? Have you even been with a man? He said, yeah, I've been with a man before you. And he was like, who? He said, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. He said, you're right. You lie so much, I don't even know what to say. And he was like, well, so you know Ducat, right?
Stop the lies. Stop lying.
Paul Wraith himself.
So the reason why
that's why the two of them didn't like each other.
Yes. It had nothing to do with the daddy.
I won't lie. That first season, that's exactly what I thought. That first season, it was like,
bro. It was literally the night before they left Terra Nor. And it was just bad. So just like Damar got drunk, Ducat got drunk. And they ended up on the holodeck because the holodeck was still there. Quark wasn't in charge yet, but it was still there. And they had it for one night, and they were both intoxicated.
One night only.
Right.
All it takes.
Yeah, and I don't know how Bashir put it, but Bashir was like, tell me more of this dalliance with Ducat. Like, I was like, I'm dead. I had to look up dalliance. I was like, okay, what the fuck is this?
Okay,
like,
okay.
I'm sorry. Short tracks. Oh, that was definitely a short track. But for them, it was a very long track. So back to worst contact. Yeah, that's
your double entendre.
Thank you.
Right. And then Riker just destroys the thing.
It destroys this thing. He blows it up. He's
like, look over there real quick.
I guarantee every kid or teenager who has picked their nose and flipped their boogers should feel attacked by this very episode.
It's like dripping. It's
That's
dripping.
everyone though.
Bro, they use their snot as sauce.
It has helpful enzymes in it and bacterial. Yeah, 99% bacterial. Whatever. Destroys 99% of bacteria.
Antibacterial.
Antibacterial.
Yeah.
There you go. Big words.
So we're going to now we're going holograms all the way down. This one was, I think this was the, if I'm not mistaken, I think
this is the shortest one, huh?
It was the shortest one of all because at first, and here's the thing, it was George Takei that came back and voiced it, I'm sure, because it didn't sound.
Yeah, it was him. It was him.
Okay, cool. I'll be honest with you, I thought this one was going to be my favorite. It wasn't, because it was so fast. Like all we got.
It was no plot. It was it loosely was, but
it was no plot. It was just a concept of.
It was
reality,
I think that's
reality with that all the way down. You know.
Yeah. It's. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It was just a joy down memory lane.
It is. It's basically saying, "Hey, we screwed up for the last episode of Enterprise. Here you go."
Right. It was a play on that. First of all, from the first switch over from the holodeck.
I guess so. Like, I mean, because here's the thing. I think that's the best way I could describe it is a concept, like Jason said. There's no plot. It's basically a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke on reality. It's actually concept that people have thought about for quite some time. That our reality is just a simulation within somebody else's reality, which could be a simulation of somebody else's reality. And
I'm really surprised they didn't bring up
far
the
as we
whole
go.
brother Benny thing.
Benny, who's Benny?
You remember Deep Space Nine when the 1950s
Oh yeah.
yeah. And then Cisco was like, "Hey, all of this could be an imagination." When really it was just a play on Gene Roddenberry's imagination, but still on the realism of what happened in the 50s, you know.
What was
Have you
that
ever
guy's
seen-
name?
You
What was
ever
that
seen the
guy's
movie
name?
The 13th Floor?
Whose guy's name?
No,
I think
I
it's
don't
13th
remember.
Floor.
Brother
What
Benny.
guy's name? What guy's name?
Oh, me. Oh, I believe it was in Deep Space Nine. It was this. He worked in the casino. I forget his name. But he lived in the holosuite, and so it would have been nice to see him brought back, like one of his, especially like the episode with
a singer.
with he and
Vic.
not Bart, Vic.
Vic Damone? No, not Vic Damone.
Whatever his
Fontaine.
name was.
Fontaine.
Fontaine. Yeah.
That episode with him and Rom's son. What's his name? God dog, can't think of it.
Knock.
There you go.
Honestly, I always hated those episodes with Vic Fontaine. I was like, oh, this guy again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The 13th Floor is a movie that, with this concept of a reality within a reality within a reality. It's actually a really good movie, and
Right.
maybe it still holds up. It's like 2000 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's only a Paper Moon. That was a Vic Fontaine episode.
Mm-hmm. Right. But a reality within a reality with it, which, and another thing from a TNG perspective, even though they kind of, I understand why they had to do Will and Deanna, but now it's kind of making me think about Professor M. Moriarty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They could have done a little
More with him.
just a
They could
hint.
get something with him. I
Honestly,
still hate what they did with him
In Picard.
in Picard. What a waste of a concept,
bro. And here's
Nemesis.
the thing: it's like, so that means the real Moriarty is still in that block, like right there forever. And I was like, dang. Yeah, I mean, they really knew how to lure us. And let's be real. They brought that guy in because they knew in the trailer we would come running.
Right. They put him in the trailer like he meant something.
Like,
right?
Greetings, old friends. And
I was excited because I guessed it. I was like, oh, I bet you next season it's gonna be Moriarty. And then he showed up. I was like, yes, I nailed it. And then you know what? I didn't nail anything because he had like a 2-minute. It would have been
Jason, you can't nail anything like this guy in the top left.
No, I can't screw anything. Can't screw anything like that. He's like, who are you two? What are you?
Bro, I don't mean to screw around, but bro, don't get your panties in a knicker or something.
Oh, that was funny.
That was funny. That was funny.
He's like, did you? So we just brought this whole desk up here.
He really called them out. Like the whole pennies in a knicker actually reminded me of Medea's Homecoming when the Miss Brown said this exact same thing, and they all thought she said the N-word. Like,
I don't watch a lot of Medea movies.
Yeah, I stopped.
Well, long time, not basically. They almost jumped her. So, he said, "What she say? What she say? What she say?" You know, yeah. But it was pretty much the same thing about how anyone can be offended by literally anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any names, but
Especially when you're looking back at things from 20, 30, 40 years ago. Yeah, you're gonna be and that's why I tell people
some of that stuff was extremely offensive.
Yeah, it was.
Like in the 30s and 40s and 50s, you watch those cartoons, you're like, damn, I was watching that. Like, ooh.
But what I tell people all the time is you are saying something right now that is offending someone, that will offend someone 20, 30 years from now.
I do it every show.
Be circumspect. Just be circumspect. Like, you know.
We've already ascertained I'm very good at offending someone.
Right. We have ascertained that from a
So-
week ago.
Shut up. So
You cotton picking.
going down to walk, don't run. Okay.
Good save. Good save.
Yeah. So walk, don't run. Yeah. So
Can somebody remind me what that one was about? I don't remember that one.
well, it's definitely not about. I was gonna make a slavery joke out of that. Hey,
I have
walk,
mine.
don't
I have
run.
mine in the wrong order, apparently.
Well, walk, don't run was the last one, and I think, and this is this one. Yeah, this is a Tindy.
Oh,
basically-
attendees. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tindy is giving thanks to the original series cast or representatives of and saying, hey, thanks for paving the way for us, blah blah blah, blase blase. And then they get offended about random stuff like, oh, you're calling us old, oh, you're saying that we walked, I'm pretty sure I can run. And like, yeah, I have 3 legs, hey, I can
thought
get
that
on
was
all fours.
I thought that was a nice play on the style of animation then versus the style of animation now.
Yeah,
How it's evolved. I like when she was saying like, well, even look at your eyes. It's just a dot like on your face. So I don't know. I think that was a good. They did a good job with that one too. Something happened to Jermaine again.
oh god, I can't catch a break. I can't catch a break. I can't catch 2 seconds, Lord. I'm trying. I really am trying. He keeps bringing me back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gotta pay attention. You always have to pay attention.
You have to, you can't miss it, Jason. You can't miss it. Like,
Apparently, I did. Maybe I did. I miss it all the time.
oh,
But
God.
it's a nice tribute to the Trek animation as a whole, old and new. How about that?
Hole in one. Yeah, definitely. Just, but anyway, so yeah, let's so then at the end they do then at the end they do a song, and you have Sulu and Riker, and I'm hoping that's Scotty.
Did you
And
say
Teddy.
Salu? Did you say Salu?
Yeah, Sulu.
Okay, I thought you said Salu. I was like, what?
Yeah, no. I mean, we see Soru like once, like in a previous episode. I don't think he spoke, but I think he was just there. Just like Paul was just there. Can we acknowledge that she was just there? Okay.
He did speak, yes.
All right. Tindy, who is like there, she's like, okay, cool. And I ain't gonna lie, she got vocals. She got vocals. Like I said, come through, Tindy. Come through, mistress of whole constellation and shit.
Yeah, I peeped to Paul being there. I was like, okay, they just stuck her in there. Yeah, so did they ever say the captain's name in any of these episodes?
Kirk.
Did they say Kirk?
Did they say? No, they just use his office, his title.
Right, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the credits, it doesn't even say Captain Kirk. It just says the captain.
Now, since we're at the end, I think this is a good segue to like the fan-made original scene remakes of Voyager and TNG. Now, in those, we do see like both the captains in both of them. Have y'all seen those?
Well, I saw one thing of Voyager. I think I said that
Yeah.
before. When it was the Threshold episode.
Right. It was the Threshold episode, and they completely remade that scene as if it were the animated series.
Yeah.
The scene where Tom Paris took Janeway and turned into a lizard, mated with her, but they added something. They added a reaction from Chakotay, which makes me like him a little bit more. And so after they find, evolved Janeway and evolved Tom, Chakotay was like, oh my God. And he does this. Like he put the hand over the mouth type gesture. Now in the show, he doesn't do that. Like he's just like.
And they say, which one is the captain?
The female. Yeah. So to me, that little reaction was very, very funny. Now they did another one for TNG. It was the Best of Both Worlds episode, part 1. the scene where Picard gets kidnapped.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they did that. And so we see him, and they have the whole 70s music, and everything was animated. They had black dots for eyes. Like
Who
it
is
was
they? This is not Paramount, right?
no, because when I watched this was on different. Now they had the same, not the same intro, like the whole ship going around making a Star Trek symbol, but they did have the same intro as like the titles that we saw in the very short tracks. It was the same. It's the exact same. And I'm guessing because that's what they did in the animated series. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I'm guessing that's what they did in the animated series. They have like the planet on the side. They have the title of the episode.
I see it. I'm looking at it
Yeah.
now.
Right. So I thought
Send me that link. Send me that link.
Oh yeah, I got you. It's on YouTube as well. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this is completely random. But the guy who had the screw and the other guy who was like a ball sack, or a butt. I think he was a butt, but I don't know what he was. He was something that reminded me of Men in Black, where Will Smith said, "Hey, he's a ball chinigan," and he put his chin down, and he was like, "Because I'm going like, bro, why do you have a butt for a head? Does that mean I get to headbutt you? Does that mean your mind has been like?" I'm trying to censor my own words.
Mine has been asked. What your mind is? I
Something.
don't know where you're going with that.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, there was really interesting episodes. And I enjoyed it. But have y'all, and y'all probably already said it, but did y'all watch all of the animated series?
Yes. I just finished watching all that in August. Like all these years, I finally just got down to watching it. It's
Maybe about 30
good.
years ago. I watched an episode here or there, but all of it, maybe about 30 years ago.
Okay. Back when it was reruns. I'm not gonna throw that out there.
When did it come out? Early 80s?
The 60s.
I feel Marie taking her chanclette at me right now.
It couldn't have come out in the 60s.
Yeah, originally.
It had to be at least the 70s.
It's 70s. No, it was the 70s. Yes, it was.
I just remember my mom said that she, as a kid, she used to watch it. So
right, but the original show came out in the 60s.
So she didn't watch the original. She watched the animated.
So this came out like a year or two after the original series. Now the original series started in 1966. It ran for 3 seasons, and so it had to have stopped in 69 or 70, which gave room for the animated series in 71 or 72.
Right.
And then TNG didn't come until like 84, I think.
With Encounter at Farpoint.
It had to have been. Yeah. I loved Encounter at Farpoint. Yeah. I'm watching. I'm starting over TNG again. What I need to do is finish the original series. That's what I need to do.
Oh, you started? Okay.
See the karate chop?
Look, I've of the original series, I've seen the iconic episodes already. Like I've seen troubles with trails and the troubles and stuff like that. I saw that. I saw the first episode. I saw the last episode. I saw Amok Time. I saw I saw the iconic stuff. I saw the Menagerie. I saw a bunch of stuff, but I didn't really.
I will say that. I'm sorry, Jason.
And it's all iconic stuff.
I will say that 3rd season was trash.
It was
trash.
Different lighting. It was different
trash.
Okay.
And here's the thing, I kind of don't want to see the remake or the CGI version of the original series. I want to see the original in its original form. Like, I don't care if it's a fruit for a planet. That's what I want to see. But they try to make it like they're trying to make it like modernized, and I'm like, oh my god, Enterprise did a better job than this. Like, because remember the mirror episode, the double episode, that was pretty sick. That was nice.
Wait. Mirror episode for what show? What are we talking about?
Enterprise. Okay. When we see the Defiant in the mirror universe, and and they show like a modernized, well, I won't say modernized, well, cinematically modernized ridge of a Constitution class ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked that. That was sick. I like that. That was great. But this here is just like, oh, come on. Everything looks like Play-Doh. Like
In the original show?
Well, now it does.
Yeah, it does. If you know,
no, I'm not talking about the originals. I want to see the original as it was originally made, not this CGI Play-Doh stuff that they got on Paramount Plus now.
In the Strange New Worlds?
No, I'm talking about the original series.
I don't. Maybe I need to pay more attention.
Did they change the way it looks?
See what you're saying.
Did they change the way it looks?
Yeah, it's not the same.
I don't know.
Okay, here's the thing. I kept a lot of shows on DVD when I got it on DVD in the early 2000s. Now this is before Netflix, okay, and obviously before Paramount Plus. I can compare 4K remakes from how this show looked to how it now looks on Paramount Plus.
Gotcha.
For the sake of modernization.
Well, why don't they widen the screen?
Yeah, I don't think. Did they shoot it that way?
That's how they shot it. But I mean, just why? I don't know. I don't know why that vexes me.
They may as well widen. They may as well widen the screen at this point because we know they had the extra footage to do it. Like,
I mean, if they shot it that way, they could do it. But if they didn't shoot it that way, they can't do that.
I guess.
I mean, they shot it for a 4x3 television. That's what it was shot for.
Yeah. So, I got another question.
What kills me though is like when you look at it and you look at the consoles, and it's just a bunch of lights and buttons, and it's like, what are you looking at? Like, what is giving you? Where are you getting information from? There's nothing telling you anything. It's just a bunch of jewels and blinking lights and
in the same pattern all the time.
Yeah. Like, what are you?
It's like they're trying to make it look like a battleship in America, like all these buttons and stuff. I'm like, come on now. What screen? What console?
There's no readout telling them anything. There's no view. There's no computer screens. There's no computer screens at all.
I think the question that I had was, is Lower Decks the only show to make references to the animated series, or did other New Trek shows do that too?
Yeah, they have. I think. I have to go back because my memory is not as great, but definitely in Discovery, and I want to say in Strange New Worlds.
They made reference to the animated.
Yeah, well, not the animated show, but like
an alien
parts
species
of or like parts of the plot that was in a particular show. It was brought about in.
Oh yeah, I think they have done that. I mean, well, they obviously did it in TNG. They talked about TOS.
I mean, well, yeah, but specifically the animated series.
No.
Someone out there knows.
Because the only one that I can think of is like the cat lady in Star Trek V. The one that jumped on Kirk's back. Yeah, that's a cat lady.
I guess that was a cat lady.
I mean, now the first one didn't have 3 boobs. Maybe the last one grows with age. I don't know.
Last one grows as soon as they hit 60.
Yeah, as soon as they hit 60, they age different. Just like T'Pol said.
They got more to put down there. They got more to hold.
Exactly. Like T'Pol said, I am not old. I am only 66 years old.
A nice 66.
A very nice 66.
You do like her. You like her. I forgot about that. You like her.
I mean, yeah, what's not to like?
So like she was just there, and I think we saw her twice. Like she was just there, and then she got fused. Okay, I'm confused. They were fused into like this big blob of people, and it was so cringy to watch. Like,
yeah.
Do you remember? It's in
very
short treks.
Oh, you're talking about very short. I thought you were talking about Lower Decks.
Oh, well, they probably did it because of that. But it was Riker and T'Pol and
like 5 people all in the line,
all in one. What was that about? I don't know.
Was that the one dealing with holograms? Not holograms.
Holodecks.
Yes.
It was like the last one or the second to last one.
Yes.
That they went through. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I thought that was pretty weird.
I have no idea. I don't know what that was in reference to. Like even the computer, and I guess it was like a meta joke where the computer even said, "You know what, in program," and they were like, "You can't do that. You're the computer," and she was like, "Oh, yeah."
No, the computer was asking the computer something. Yeah, he said, "You're the computer."
Okay, yeah. Talk about meta. So, all right. I think that unless you had other questions or comments or stuff about the very short, I think that's pretty much
Well,
it.
would you look forward to more? Apparently, the guy wrote. They had like 10 of them that they wrote. They only made 5. There's 5 more out there.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know if
you
they're
saw
gonna make
that.
it.
Yeah, but he's real interested in doing a comic book, I should say.
I mean, cool. You know, like great. I would kind of say like okay, so I ran out. I'm sorry, but I would say take good. Release those. Just like Prince and his music. Let's hear it. But take the energy from that and please finish the short tracks because they left us hanging. Like
Right. So did you like the actual short treks better than the very short treks?
absolutely.
I like the short treks better. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because like we said before, they had actual depth and story in them.
Mhm.
Where these were just like
And they connect to canon.
fun shit to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they connect to canon. So,
Which is probably why it never aired on Paramount Plus.
yeah, they don't even have them on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
This is weird.
I'm like, bro, and I understand that Discovery is canceled, but I'm really curious as the Calypso. That's my favorite one of all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like a completely new character in a completely different time. And at this point, the computer has evolved to a full-fledged. Yeah.
Is that the one with Aldous Hodge?
That's the black dude thing.
The black dude? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's like dancing with the computer, and he's like in the future somewhere. The computer's been alone for
that was
a
my
while.
favorite one as well. That was my favorite.
The depth is unmatched. It's unmatched.
Yeah.
And it was like really nice acting.
Yeah.
It was really nice acting.
Yeah. Yeah. I want them to. I hope that with season 5 of Discovery that they somehow address that. Somehow. Because at some point.
Oh, you mean him? That particular character?
Yeah, well, we probably
or his story or whatever.
How it leads to his story. Because at that point, the ship. Okay. At this point in the story, it said that Discovery has been sitting in this nebula for 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which means we thought, because when this came out, that this was at the peak of season 3 when they moved 1,000 years into the future. So we thought it was that. No.
Nope. It's 1,000 years after that.
Which means that this is in the year 4,000, something like that.
Well, hopefully, since they already knew they were canceled, that they actually write a decent finale for the show. It's not just something that's just hanging, right?
Yeah, I don't want them to leave hanging anything because I'm like, bro, please learn from Enterprise, and I understand what happened, and I'm sorry, but please don't mess this up.
And it still sucks from Enterprise because season 4 was like kind of one of the best seasons, and they had so much more to go on that.
Well,
I think they jam-packed like 2 or 3 seasons into one season, which made it kind of like, give me more.
No, originally season 4 was supposed to be all in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
The whole season.
That would have been pretty cool.
No.
Oh, come on. It's just like Voyager. There was an entire season was supposed to be Year of
It
Hell.
would have explained
But Year of Hell would have been way better as a season than just World War II. I don't want to see World War II for a whole season in Star Trek.
I mean, it could have been good.
Honestly, it's like very, very nice. And I appreciated who is the guest actor? She's from Girlfriends. That she was there. Yeah, I really loved her. I loved her. I like how every time they go back time traveling, they always get some girl. I'm for it, but it's just like, where's the men at?
Right. It's always like it's got to be a
they
girl.
Gave you all this knowledge. Is it time to wrap up?
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Thank you to the people that have been watching. It's been really great. And it's really cool. And live long and prosper, guys. Have a good night. Wait, Jason, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you being right now? I gotta know.
I'm serious, dude. You got
like 10 out of 10 serious or picking on Michael serious? Which one?
There is no temperature in space. It's not cold.
What are you serious?
Okay, wait.
Who is somebody? Oh dear God! It just got better.
Because you said his name.
Welcome to the party, Michael.
No, that is not how we're gonna end the episode because Keith actually has like a legitimate news update. He knows shit, and we should possibly like convey that knowledge.
That's my favorite line. He knows shit.
It's just like a black and red mound. It's like,
why are you describing yourself?
What the hell?
Hello from
Hey, Virgil.
Hey,
Virgil.
Welcome.
Hello, Virgil. Welcome. Who are you?